Marianne Kilkenny is dedicated to helping seniors find alternatives to living by themselves or in institutionalized housing. Marianne is a noted author, blogger, and activist, and every day she practices what she preaches.
The kind of thing that I live in right now, I usually refer to it as shared housing. The shared house is usually where people live under one roof. I have my own suite, which is, I spell it S-W-E-E-T. I have 3 other housemates, and we call them housemates as opposed to roommates. Used to be elders lived at home with their families, but because women have started to work, there's fewer children, that no longer are the elders stay in their homes. So what has transpired is we've come up with these continuing care retirement communities. What I'm saying is let's take a new model or a new approach to saying, what about taking care of all of us in a family-related or chosen family kind of situation? You're turning on the oven?
I turned on the oven.
Okay.
So these are ready to go.
Okay. For me, the impetus in deciding that I wanted to live with others was my parents. Even though they had each other, were married for 60 years, had 2 loving children, even still, they ended up in a nursing home. But really, it was in their age group what the choice was. So for me, it is currently to say, what might the other alternatives be for me? And what can I do to make sure that I don't end up in a nursing home? We're getting there. Wow.
Those things are huge.
I know. Flexibility is probably the biggest key in living in and around other people. I oftentimes have people say, well, I want this and this and this and this and this, and the list is so long, I think they might not be the prime candidate to do this. Those people that are concerned about privacy in living situations like this, there are answers. Some of them include a little sign outside that says, come on in. When her little friend is up here, that means that she's receiving. Knock on her door, or mine is my angel hung outside. Each one of us have a signal that says that. Come on in, but please knock first.
I think these are good.
Yeah. One of the things about aging is that we oftentimes would like assistance in many of the things that we used to do in a relatively easy way. In a community, that assistance can come from a whole variety of places. And sometimes, it can be the friends that you live with, it could be people you pay, it could be a combination of those things. What it's really about is making one's life as we age easier, less complicated, because that's how I think elders deserve to carry on. The difference between living alone, coming home to a cold house, and making your dinner and sitting and eating it by yourself, and then watching television and going to bed, is I can come home, converse with my housemates, see how their day was, report on how my day was, and so that there's that whole concept of sharing bread, the community.
Find out more by visiting wi65.org or follow us on Facebook and Twitter.